Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to draw a clear marble ball on Procreate. It's super fast and easy, and we're only going to be using the default brushes that comes with the app. No downloads, no custom brushes, just pure creativity. For the canvas dimensions, I'll be using in pixels with the width of 3000 pixels and the height of 2000 pixels with the DPI at 300. Okay, for the first step, you're going to be going to your brush library, go to airbrushing, and then using the hard brush. Then for the strength of the brush, you're going to set it approximately at 30%. And then for the strength, you're going to set it at 100%. For the color choice, I am going to use red for the clear ball. This is not to say that you have to use red. You can use any color you like because it will fit the example of the steps I'm about to do. So the first color I'm going to be using is red. I'll put it at around the 60% mark from bottom to top. With your brush, now create a circular motion on the canvas. Try your best to do a circle. Once your circle is complete, hold down the pencil so you can create a circular motion, and then put your finger on the screen, and then you can be able to create a symmetrical circle. Once you got your circle, you're going to go to your layers and create a new one, layer 2. Make sure you put on the clipping mask. In this layer 2, we're going to be working on the dark area of the ball. So we're going to go to our brushes, go to airbrushing, and then we're going to use the soft airbrush. For the brush size, we're going to put it at 100%. Then the opacity, we're going to put it at 15%. Next, with the original color from the base, we're going to move it slightly downward, maybe around 40 to 45%. Now in the top right middle of the base of the ball, start creating circular motion of the dark color red to create the depth of the ball. As you're filling, make sure you leave space on the bottom middle left of the base of the ball. Next, go to your colors. Move the color cursor downwards to get a darker shade of red. Put the size brush to 75% so you can have it more accurate on the ball. Once you're done, the ball should have around a blending dark red around the top right part of the ball, leaving space on the bottom left. So now we're going to create a new layer, layer 3. Now please bear with me, the editing kind of screwed up this part of the section of the video. I did create a new layer, layer 3, and then pick the color that's on the very top right, most top right possible. This particular color should be brighter than all the colors that you use, should be on the top right. And now with the soft airbrush still, you're going to start creating some sort of light reflection on the bottom left. Once you got your roundness of the refraction light of the ball, you're gonna go to the left to create towards white to create a brighter refraction of the light. Once you're done, we're gonna do the same step. We're gonna keep moving the color cursor to the left towards white, making the size brush a little bit smaller, and we're going to start making more strands towards the edge of the ball. As you're blending, you could see the gradient color from white to red to dark red. Now we're going to do the same thing, move it closer to white, making the brush size a little bit smaller, and we're going to keep going to make that edge pop up. Once you're done, your ball should now look like this. Should have some sort of gradient color from left to right. Now we're going to create a new layer, layer 4. In this layer, we'll focus on the light source or where it's shining off the ball. Put the brush size to 15%. Then put the opacity at 80%. Now towards the top right corner where the darkest part is, we're gonna create like small spots. This part you could be creative. You could add 2 spots, 3 spots, or even leave 1. But for the example, I'm gonna put 1 big one and a small one. Once you got your spots, put the color cursor all the way to the top left to make it white. Now change your brush size slightly smaller than what you had before and start filling in that white within the spots that you did. But make sure you leave that little bit of bright red on the edges. Now on the same layer, we're gonna move towards the bottom left where the refraction gradient light is, and we're gonna do the same thing. Feel free to use any size, just make sure it's smaller than the bright refraction light that we used before. For the color, it's not going to be fully white, but you just move it slightly towards the right to make it that light pink as possible. Then start creating small spots all around the rim from top to bottom. You could add maybe 5 spots, 3 spots. Just make sure it has like some sort of reflective light on it. Just to add a little bit more detail, I am changing the size of the brush to add like some sort of tail so it could fit the symmetrical sphere. Once you're done, we're going to have one more layer created to create more details on the ball since the ball itself is made out of glass. So right above layer 4, we're going to create layer 5. In this layer, we'll be creating the air bubbles that are within glass. So for the color, I'm not going to pick the brightest color. I'm going to go slightly under it so it could easily pop out on the ball. So for the brush size, I'm going to put it at 2%. And the strength, I'm going to put it at 20%. Now these spots will go randomly all around the ball, so we're going to create little spots to create that effect of the glass ball having air bubbles. This might take you like a minute or so to fill up. I will speed up the video, but if you feel the need to pause it, you can. Once you're done with the air bubbles, now we're going to move to the final stage of creating the ball shade. Now for the ball shade, we're going to create a new layer, layer 6. Then we're going to drag layer 6 all the way under to layer 1. Once you're done with that, we're going to click on background color, the tab layer. Then we're going to change the background color to a dark color. You could pick any color you would like as long as it's a dark color. For the brush, we're going to use the soft airbrush. And for the color, we're going to use black. For the brush size, we're going to use 100. And for the opacity, we're going to use 12. So our goal now is to create the shade that goes under the ball. So we're going to go with our brush and go left to right, right under it. Once we got the base shade, now we're going to create a new layer. Now for the color, we're going to create that refraction light that goes through the ball. So we're going to go for a dark red. It's going to go all the way on the right side. It's going to go more or less 40%. And then put the brush size at 42%. So we're going to go underneath the ball as close as possible. And we're going to start giving that refraction light of red. We're not going to cover the entire dark part, but we're going to give that a little hint of red. Once you're done giving that red aroma on the shade, we're gonna go to your colors and then bring it up a little bit more, around upwards of 60% of the color. And we're gonna do the same case, just give that little touch right underneath the ball. Once you're done, go to your colors. We're gonna move the cursor all the way on the top part. Make sure it's towards the 80% mark on the top row, and we're gonna make the brush a little smaller. And then we're gonna keep going right underneath the ball, give it that bright red color. We're gonna keep going, so go to your colors and make sure you get a whitish red, and we're gonna keep adding that bright red underneath the ball. Once that's done, I'm gonna use the smudge tool that is on the top right hand corner that looks like a finger. Make sure you use the brush, soft airbrush, that is in the tab of airbrushing. I'm gonna put the smudge at 15 and the opacity strength at 40. Smudging that light source at the bottom will require some patience, but start playing with it. Make sure all the light stretches out. If you have to change the smudge size, you can. We are about done, but I am not perfect. As you can see, the small light source and the shade is a little crooked, so what I'm doing is combine the two layers by pinching the two fingers together. Then click on the top left that looks like a mouse cursor, and it's going to give you the prompt to adjust the size. Make sure the adjuster is on the tab of uniform, and on top of the box adjuster there is a green circle. You could use that and turn to adjust the layer. Thanks for watching. I'd love to see your version, so tag me on Instagram or TikTok. My links are in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your tutorial ideas in the comments.